Alli is one of the latest brawlers added to Brawl Stars, and I hate her! She is, in my opinion, one of the laziest designed brawlers in the game, with nearly no original features. And a lot of people, one guy on the Brawl Stars wiki, agrees with me. And after this video, I hope you will too, as I will convince you to hate this reptilioid demon as much as I do. Now, I get that this video is more than a month late, but hey, I was spending all the time not working on this video, so can you really blame me? Gameplay. Almost all of Alli's abilities are stolen and reused from other brawlers. She's an assassin that can walk on water, with her main gimmick being that she changes attacks depending on what she stands on. While on the ground, her attack is a dash, dealing damage to enemies she passes, and when she's in water or a bush, she does a jump attack, allowing her to dodge projectiles while in the air. Her super allows her to become invisible, and her next attack deals 25% of the enemy's health in damage. And her star powers either make her heal faster or increase her loading speed. That's stealing from at least 7 different brawlers. You could add a made from 100% recycled brawlers label to her and nobody would bat an eye. Copying mechanics isn't the worst thing in the world. With 95 brawlers, having every brawler be totally unique is impossible. However, the fact that we just had a broken dashing assassin that can swap attacks and go invisible last update doesn't really help. But even if Alli was entirely original, I would still hate her, as she's so annoying to face, especially when jumping. Miko's jump, although still annoying, have a long attack cooldown, so if you time things correctly, you can damage in between the jumps. But Alli's attack cooldown is shorter than Miko's, so damaging her is much harder, forcing you to just hope you can tank all of her attacks and deal with her when she's reloading. And she's not only a menace when jumping, as she has both higher damage and faster reload speed when dashing than Mortis has. But hey, at least you're safe as a tank. Usually assassins are weak to tanks, as their burst damage isn't enough to deal with— WRONG! Since Alli's super lets you deal 25% of an enemy's health as damage, she can even somewhat deal with tanks, as well as making her invisible. And I haven't even mentioned her rage mechanic yet, that reveals nearby brawlers with less than half HP and gives Alli a movement speed buff. And explaining this leads me directly into my main issue with Alli. She has way too many mechanics. In the current meta, Alli isn't broken, and maybe not even good. However, that doesn't change the fact that she's a bloated mess of a brawler. When you need over 100 words to explain how this one brawler works, something is obviously wrong, and I don't blame new players for not understanding her. Even I didn't before I made this video. I had no clue her super made her next attack work like Colette. But confusing players isn't the only issue with her mechanics, as if Alli was good, she'd be almost unstoppable. With this many diverse mechanics, a meta Alli could deal with nearly everything, so the only thing Supercell could do to nerf her was ruin her reload speed and making her bad. And I think that's a real shame, as I like some parts of Alli. Her character design, as with almost all brawlers, is really good, and her enrage mechanic is unique and interesting. There is a really cool brawler here, it's just buried under piles of recycled ideas. So how could Alli be fixed? I don't know, I'm just a diamond ranked idiot. But if I was forced at gunpoint to fix Alli, I would remove the Colette attack from Alli's super and instead give her a slight damage boost when attacking enemies she's raging on. Being kind of invisible is enough of a super, and moving the bonus damage to her enrage trait will incentivize you to actually use the trait instead of playing like a Mortis that can jump. Will this solve Alli's problems? No. But I feel like rewarding you more for using the enrage trait is the best way to make Alli feel like its own brawler instead of a mess created by pulling mechanics from a hat. But if you don't like that solution, I have another idea. Give Alli every mechanic! Giving Alli every mechanic in the game would not only make Alli good again, but it would also make her less confusing. Look at all those words describing Alli. Just replace them with Alli is a brawler with all mechanics. That's far fewer words, and therefore far easier to understand. I know what you're thinking. Alli having all mechanics would ruin the meta, but don't worry, I have a solution. Make it so that Alli can only be unlocked by paying $100. That way rich people like me can easily beat poor people who can't afford Alli. Supercell, please add this! I want to destroy poor people! No, wait, I mean in-game! Ultimately, I hate Alli, because I think she's a brawler that's really irritating to play against. Her attacks are annoying, her mechanic reuse feels lazy, and she has way too many mechanics. I hope Supercell at some point rework her to make her more original, or at least do some balance changes to make her rely on her enrage rate more. But most of all, I just want Supercell to make a super pay-to-win game so I can beat poor people. Please Supercell, let me ruin poor people's day! Oh wow, that's perfect, thanks.